What's up, everybody? If you're like most entrepreneurs, you've probably got a few credit cards, maybe a business loan, and that nagging feeling that you're always playing catch up with your payments. It's frustrating, right? You're working hard to grow the business, and it feels like you're taking one step forward, but two steps back every single time because of the debt. But what if I told you that there's a way to crush your debt faster and easier than you ever thought possible, with nothing more than a simple method? And that's the debt snowball method. In this video, you're going to learn a few things. What is the debt snowball method? How do you set it up? And how can you automate the entire process so that you can become debt-free while you sleep? Let's dive in. So, what is the debt snowball method? It's actually just a powerful strategy for paying off debt that's particularly effective for business owners. And here's how it works. First off, you're going to list all of your debts. Credit cards, mortgages, car payments, you name it, regardless of the interest rate, and you're gonna order it from smallest debt to the largest debt. Then you're gonna make the minimum payment on all of those debts, except for the smallest one. What you wanna do is figure out how much money each month you can set aside towards your debt. Of that amount, let's say it's $1,000, all of that money will be going towards the debt and paying the minimum balance on each account, with the remainder going strictly to the smallest debt. You're putting any extra money you can towards that smallest balance. Once that smallest debt is paid off, which should be pretty quickly if you're focusing so much money on it, then you roll all of that extra money to the next smallest debt. You simply repeat this process until all the debts are paid off. Now, why is this method so effective? It's all about quick wins and motivation. This is a psychology piece, everybody. Because focusing on the smallest debt first, you're gonna see progress faster. Each debt you pay off, one after the other, gives you that psychological boost to keep you motivated and tackle the next one. So for business owners, it's particularly powerful because it simplifies the strategy, right? It reduces the mental clutter because we all know there's far too much that we're doing in our day-to-day business to pay attention to all of the minutia. So this allows you to see the progress quickly, which is crucial when you're balancing so many priorities. As you pay off each debt, you free up the cash flow that ideally you keep paying off the other debts with, but you can also reinvest that back into the business to pay off and grow faster and faster. So the debt snowball method actually turns debt payoff into a series of achievable goals rather than this overwhelming feeling that you'll never get it done. And the best part, we're about to make this process even easier by automating the entire thing. So now that you understand how the debt snowball method works, let's set it up in sequence. Sequence is like Zapier for your finances. If you're not familiar with it, it allows you to sync all of your accounts and automatically create rules to send money as you need it. So why is this so important for the debt snowball? Well, because it allows us to automate all of the money moves, and that includes paying off your debt. Setting up your debt snowball in sequence is really straightforward, and here's what you need to do. Hop into your account and make sure that you've synced all of your liabilities. From there, you're going to simply click and drag to create a new rule into your debt. Now, we can choose this to trigger every single time money comes in, or in this case, since most of our bills are due monthly, we're going to trigger by date. Trigger schedule of monthly, and I want to set this up for the last day of the month. Now, in my actions, all I need to do is scroll down and find execute snowball. At this point in time, I just need to figure out how much money am I setting aside towards these goals. And let's say a fixed amount of $1,500 per month. And you'll see it's come up with the Bank of America card. All I need to do is continue to add the rest of my liabilities here. Once I'm done, you can see here in the rule, this action will take the $1,500 to pay the minimum amount due, which Sequence is going to automatically find the minimum amount due for each and every one of your accounts. It will apply the minimum payment and take the remainder of what's left and put it towards the lowest balance. Again, it's going to automatically check balance amount for you, minimum payment due, and make all of those adjustments as needed. Simply click save, and the strategy is executed. If you haven't checked out Sequence, use the link below to get 20% off your first month. So as you can see, Sequence does all the heavy lifting, allowing you to put your debt snowball into autopilot. You don't have to manually move money around from account to account or worry about different payment dates. This frees you up to focus on what you need to do. Work on your business. By automating your debt snowball with Sequence, you're doing more than just paying off your debt. You're creating a system that works for you 24/7. No more late nights crunching numbers and moving money around. Your debt's being paid off with a plan that runs in the background while you focus on growing your business. Now that you've got your debt snowball rolling and automated entirely with Sequence, you're well on your way to financial freedom. But paying off your debt is just the beginning of your journey to a healthier financial life and business life. Once you've tackled your debt, the next step is to ensure you're building a strong financial habit that will keep you from falling back into the situation of having too much debt. And one of the most powerful methods for doing this is actually called the Profit First method. This system helps you build your savings, always paying yourself first, and set aside the right money for taxes and your operating expenses. Take a look at the next video right here if you want to learn more.